Okay, so the Kienzle box clock which I received a few days ago is finally complete. I took this clock's movement apart for cleaning last Thursday, and I managed to finish it the same day late at night, and I'm actually very proud of the result. The clock is running much better than before now, and it also operates much more quietly. Then on Friday I took care of the case. I know there's probably not much of a difference from the outside. It probably looks the same as it did in the first video about this clock, though I'd still say that the finish is a little more shiny. If we go on the inside, however, you can clearly see that all the dust that was down there on the seat board and wherever else it could have been is now gone, because I fully dusted the case and it is now perfectly clean. So the only thing that I need to do now is reattaching those holding brackets, I suppose. I have no idea what I'm supposed to call these, but this is basically just a pair of screws which helps leveling the clock to the wall and also prevent it from being knocked from its position. Okay, so now I think it's time to give this clock a proper presentation. This is a rather small 1940s Kienzle box clock made in Germany. It has a plain Art Deco design, just like the clock next to it, which is my Electrovedette. And even though some people might find it unattractive, I still like it, for some reason. The clock also has a lovely beveled glass at the bottom here, which is a detail that I missed while I was looking at the pictures that the seller provided. And I'm actually glad that it has this small detail. It would have been much more uninteresting without it. The clock strikes on the hour and on the half hour with bim bam on 3 chime rods. It has a very deep sound, and it is my second favorite bim bam that I have in my collection. The main reason I bought this clock is the fact that I realized that all my box clocks that strike with bim bam are Russian. So, I don't know. I felt that it was finally time to go for a German one. I initially wanted to get a Suevia box clock, which is literally my dream clock. But of course, life decided to slap me in the face and then tell me, "You weren't fast enough, so go cry about it." And this is how I missed an awesome opportunity, which I will likely not have again in the near future, but I don't know, we'll see. And then I somehow stumbled upon this clock, which I immediately fell in love with because of its design. And I don't know, I just bought it. And this is also my first striking Kienzle. And now I'm going to show you some clips which I recorded while I was working on this clock. Alright, so here's the movement of my new Kienzle, fully dismantled. Yeah, I know all the parts are scattered on my desk right now, but I've just finished dismantling this, and I need to sort everything now. So the main reason I dismantled this is the fact that I need to get rid of all the dust that's on the plates and on the gears, and I also need to get all the old and gummy oil out from the pivot holes. And after that I can put this thing back together, re-oil it, and hopefully it's going to work better than before. And yes, I do have one of James Martin's videos as my ambiental sound, because I don't know, I just love this guy. He's literally my clockmaking teacher, so to say. This is where I learned how to repair clocks from. Welp, here's the Kienzle movement back together again. And it seems that this little dusting and the drops of oil that I put in the pivot holes really did make a difference, because this thing is operating much quieter than before now. It's very quiet, I mean you almost can't hear it. So it's just amazing. Alright, so I'm sorry that I have to whisper now, but it's very late and everybody's sleeping. So the movement is now complete. And it seems to be going great. This honestly is a very good movement, which you can practice on. Like, I don't know, for beginners, it's a very, very beginner-friendly striking movement if you want to restore this as your first project. Okay, so now the case has been cleaned and the clock is complete. I will keep it with the dial off for a few days because I still want to test its performance and, I don't know, make some adjustments if needed. And that's kind of it for today. I hope that you like my tiny little Kienzle just as much as I do. So thank you all so much for watching. I was Luca and we'll see each other again some other time.